If you are back home hoping to study abroad, I'm sure this video is going to be your go-to video for guidance. Thank you so much for being on my channel. I will just dive into the points. Can you quickly introduce yourself? Okay. And of course, tell us what motivated you to start a program in the UK.
Good day. My name is Abdulkarim Mohammed. I'm a Ghanaian by birth. The reason why I chose to study internationally is based on I just wanted to explore myself so that I'll be able to meet up with my desire and dreams that I am planning to achieve in the near future. Since I was able to come here and I'm studying my MSS Management with Human Resources at University of Lincoln.
Was UK actually your dream destination?
One of the countries that I wish I would study there was, I think it was Canada. And after Canada is US. So actually, UK was my third option. Firstly, I applied school in Canada and I was able to get admission, which is Niagara College in Toronto. I did everything. I also went for appointment for this thing, visa acquisition. And the sad part of it, I was being denied based on certain things. If my first attempt has not gone through, then let me try UK. And Alhamdulillah, when I tried UK, I was able to excel. So I was able to come to UK as I'm talking now.
That was a determination at your end. How was your application process? Did you have to use an educational agent at some point during your application process?
Initially, I was thinking of doing it myself, but I just realized that most of the agency are into contact with most of the schools in UK, not in UK, most of the schools internationally. You know the requirement. I don't want to put myself into another problem of being denied certain things. I just decided, no, since there is an agency who always collaborate with the schools and they know much about the schools and the kind of opportunities the school are giving out to the international students. Let me just give my application to them so that they were able to do justice to me from starting to end. They are those who did everything for me.
Because you were being denied an admission on your first attempt applying by yourself, you decided to give the whole process to an agent so you can avoid being denied. I'm sure this came with a lot of cost, but before we even get into the cost aspect, what are some of the documents that you had to send over to the agent to be able to process your application for you?
The document that I gave it to them was my bachelor's degree certificate and my transcript, my CV, and my SOP, which is statement of purpose, and my WASI certificate. If maybe in your WASI certificate you had below C6, I think there's a specific exams that you just have to write so that you try to prove them that
you can
do better.
Let's talk about the agent fees. How was the fees? How much did you have to pay?
The agency charged me 1,000 Ghana cedis, which is 10 million, and equivalent to I think £70 or £72. Yeah, I just negotiated with them that I will give them 500 cedis. So after the application process, then I'll add the rest, and they agreed.
500 cedis is like £35.
Yeah.
Were there other expenses that you incurred having to deal with the agents?
Actually, it depends on your process. If only you have a bank statement, I don't think you add something again.
Did you actually have to provide a bank statement for your application?
As an international student, you have to get a bank statement which will testify that when you come here, you'll be able to pay your expenses and other stuff. So without a bank statement, I don't think you'll be able to continue with your visa application and the rest. The amount of money should be in the bank account, I think, for almost 28 working days, so that it will be, let me say, it will get mature for you to apply for your visa.
Okay. How much money are we looking at in the bank statement?
For that one, it depends. It depends on your school and your course that you are studying and the initial payment that the school are requested from you. So after your initial payment for your class, so the balance of your fees plus your living expenses, So all will sum up to the total. So that amount of money should be in your bank statement so that you'll be able to apply for your visa.
So in all,
Yeah.
you need that bank statement to prove that you'll be able to defray the remaining school fees.
Yeah.
Did you have to get a bank statement in your name, or you can use someone else's bank statement
The best option is in your name.
in terms of getting your
Yes.
visa
The
approved?
best option is in your name. And the second aspect is your father and your mother can assist you. And that one too is the second option.
I
But
mean,
rather
so
than
you
that,
mean you can use your father or your mother bank statements if
yeah,
they have
yeah,
it?
yeah. And before that, your parents, they have to write this thing, I think a letter to confirm that they are those who are coming
Yes.
to sponsor you for your course of study.
I'm sure a lot of people listening to you now will want to know what agencies are into applying of schools and all that. So can you give us a number of agencies that are legit and people can use to assist with the application?
Yeah. One of the agency that I can recommend, they are Bonneford Educational Consult. And the second one is Study Abroad. I think one of their branches in Kumasi and Accra. And the Bonneford too, they have their branches in Accra and Kumasi. And we also have IVAS, which is International Visa Advisory Service. And the last one is Intake Ghana.
Did you have to choose your program of study, or the agency made that choice for you?
For that one, it depends on you yourself. For instance, if you want to take education as a path for you to come to abroad and just come and hustle, you don't need to focus on the course. But if only you want to come and study your dream courses, you just have to choose your course.
Did you face any challenges dealing with the agency at some point during the process?
Yeah, I called one. The only challenges that I faced with them was concerning my work certificate. There was a problem on my, I think, date of birth. My date of birth is different from my passport. I just have to confirm from my institution.
Are you a self-funded student or you are on scholarship?
I'm a self-funding student. I'm also on scholarship, partial scholarship. Okay, they just, I think, 40% of scholarship.
Okay.
40%. So I just have to pay the 60% remaining. So
Remaining.
I paid some in Ghana. So as I'm talking, I'm even working just to pay the remaining one.
So how much did you have to pay in Ghana before you come here?
Actually, in Ghana, I paid £3,000. So as time goes on, so I decided just to add £500 so that it will be £3,500. So when I got to UK too, I also add I think thousand something pounds so that I'll be able to do my enrollment for me to start classes.
To convert it into Ghana cedis.
So I think 50,000 to 60,000 Ghana cedis.
Wow. How did you pull up that amount of funds?
Alhamdulillah, it's by the grace of Allah and my parents.
I'm sure you must be very rich. Or
It's just
maybe
a
you
place.
had a lot of savings.
My savings accounts, the amount inside it's not more than 3,000 Ghana cedis, which is 30 million. When I want to convert it to pounds, it's not even more than 300 pounds. So how can I afford this thing?
How did you find the British culture? How did you adapt into the system?
It was stressful, but alhamdulillah, I was able to pick up their accent and their digital system. It's not easy, but I was able to catch up. So everybody can do it as well.
So as you are here in UK, do your parents still give you money, or you have to work to pay for the remaining school fees and your expenses?
I just have to work and pay all my remaining fees and my bills and anything.
As it stands now, you study as well as working student jobs.
Yeah, yeah.
How much work do you have to do?
As an international student, you just have to work not more than 20 hours. If only you are willing to stay in UK after your course of study, you just have to go by their rules and regulation. And if you go against their rules and regulation after your course of study, when you are coming to apply for postgraduate
Other
study for you
business.
to, yeah, I don't think they'll be able to give you that opportunity. So the
Okay.
maximum hours is 20 hours a week.
Do you think that 20 hours a week can actually pay your remaining fees, your bills?
You can, but it will take time. In a week, you'll be receiving, I think, 200 and something pound so that you'll be able to take care of yourself.
How are you finding the work-life balance in the UK? How is it affecting your studies? Do you have any tips and strategies that help you navigate both?
You just have to put a plan to it. If not, you won't be able to catch up with your study. Because maybe, for instance, you just have to go for night shift. When you come early in the morning, you just have to go for lectures. It's not easy, frankly speaking. So when you just have to get a timetable for yourself. Maybe from Monday to this day, I won't go to work. I just have to go for classes. Maybe during the weekends, you can just go and do your 20 hours. And that one, too, it depends on the agency or the kind of work that you are doing. Most of the agency, maybe they will just be giving you shifts on Monday, Tuesday, and maybe you too on Monday and Tuesday you are having classes. So it depends. So you just have to just arrange yourself better so that you'll be able to meet up with your let me say expectation. If not, you just mess up. As I'm talking for my institution, when you come to school, you just have to sign an attendance. And for you to be able to sign the attendance,
To the
unless you're
campus?
on campus, so that you use the school Wi-Fi and the attendance too, you just need a code. And the code too is only the lecturer who is having the code. So probably you just have to be in class so that you get the code and sign in.
Okay. So it looks like a tight one having to work and
Yeah,
study. But then with determination and elimination of procrastination,
your
you should be able
procrastination, you'll be able to achieve your aim.
your aim right. I know the accent is one challenge we face in the UK. How are you able to tackle the language barrier?
No matter how the accent is, probably you'll be able to understand something. You'll be able to understand the basic aspect. And even whilst there's lecture going on, there will be a slice on the whiteboard. So I think when you are just going to, you'll be able to catch up with whatever is being going on. So I think that one is just normal.
Karim, it has been an incredible moment with you today. And I'm so informed. You've been so helpful. What advice will you give? I mean, general advice will you give to prospective international students?
Though back in Ghana, our system of education is different from their system of education. But I bet you, if you were able to champion yourself in terms of learning in Ghana, when you come here, I bet you it will just be simple for you. You just have to suffer. No, you just have to just upgrade yourself from one stage to another stage. They shouldn't give up in life. Whatever they intend to do, they should just try bit by bit. As time goes on, things will just open. You won't just wake up and get things that you want, I think, in a silver platter. So
Yeah.
that's the advice that I have for them.
Yeah, that is absolutely right. Thank you once again, Karim,
Yeah.
for honoring us. Thank you. I wish you all the
Thank you
best
very
in your
much.
studies.